The courtroom fell into a profound silence the moment Marcus Thompson revealed his brown paper bag. Not because he was eating during proceedings, but because inside it was nothing more than a single granola bar and a juice box meant for his 6-year-old daughter. In my 37 years on this bench, I thought I had seen it all, but what this single father would reveal that morning made me question whether the law always equates to justice. Marcus stood there on that Tuesday in April, citation in hand, facing a $5, zero penalty. The city claimed he had repeatedly violated street vendor regulations. He was 32, wearing a shirt with a small, meticulously stitched tear near the collar. His shoes were worn yet polished. Every detail spoke of a man weary yet dignified, trying to maintain his place in a world stacked against him. The prosecutor began the formal recounting. Marcus had been cited 17 times over 6 months for running a hot dog cart without the proper permits in various city locations. Each infraction carried a $300 fine. None had been paid, and now they had snowballed into this $5,000 judgment. I looked at him. "Mr. Thompson, you understand these charges?" "Yes, Your Honor." "And you've been operating without the proper permits?" "Yes, Your Honor." No excuses, no justifications. Just a quiet, full acknowledgement. That alone caught my attention. Most people would fight, rationalize, or blame someone else. Marcus simply stood there, accepting responsibility for something I still didn't fully grasp. "These permits aren't expensive," I said. "A street vendor license costs $250 per year. Why not get one?" He shifted slightly. "I tried, Your Honor, 3 times. The prosecutor jumped in. "Your Honor, his applications were denied due to zoning restrictions. He applied for locations that weren't approved for street vendors." I raised my hand. Something wasn't adding up. "Mr. Thompson, if you knew the locations weren't permitted, why keep setting up there?" "Those are the only spots I can be during those hours, Your Honor." Now we were moving closer to the truth. He exhaled, steadying himself. "Your Honor, I work 3 jobs. Night security at Memorial Hospital from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Then I drive for a rideshare company until 2 p.m. The hot dog cart is 2:30 to 6. And the city says I can't use these locations, but they're the only spots between my second job and picking up my kids from school at 6:15. 3 jobs. The weight of those words pressed on everyone in the courtroom. "You have children?" 3, Your Honor. "Maya's 8. Jacob's 6. Daniel just turned 4. And their mother?" His jaw tightened. "She passed 2 years ago. Cancer." The silence that followed was one of those rare, humbling pauses where assumptions collapse. 17 violations in 6 months. That's roughly 1 citation every 10 days. "Mr. Thompson, if you're being cited this frequently, why not stop? Why put yourself in this position?" "I need that third income, Your Honor. Without it, I can't pay rent." The prosecutor cleared his throat. "Your Honor, while we sympathize, the law is clear. Regulations exist for public safety and fair commerce. Exceptions can't be made for personal hardship. Otherwise, everyone would claim it." He was legally correct, which made the moment harder. Justice isn't always aligned with the law. Sometimes they stare each other down across a courtroom. "Walk me through your day, Mr. Thompson." "From the moment you wake up." He seemed puzzled. "Your Honor, humor me. What time?" "I get about 3 hours of sleep after security. Wake around 10 a.m., get the kids ready, breakfast, lunch, homework. Drop them at school by 11:45, then rideshare until 2. Lunch? I usually don't eat." He reached into his jacket and produced the brown paper bag. 1 granola bar, 1 juice box, Maya's snack. He was about to eat his daughter's treat because he hadn't had time for himself. I studied the citation record more closely. Every violation between 2:15 and 3:45 p.m. "That's when I pick up my kids, Your Honor," he said quietly. Surge pricing from rideshare allowed him to earn enough for rent during that narrow window. Every decision a calculation, every minute and dollar measured precisely to keep his family afloat. "How much do you owe now?" I asked. $6,800, Your Honor. "If I can't pay, my account is suspended. I lose income, can't pay rent. My kids go into the system because I'm effectively homeless. The stakes were clear. This was no longer about citations. It was about keeping a family together. Mr. Hernandez, I addressed the prosecutor. If we suspend Mr. Thompson's work, what happens to those 3 children? He faltered. The fiscal reality was stark. Foster care costs would far outweigh the fines. I laid out the numbers. The prosecutor realized the trap. No legal argument justified the outcome. Mr. Thompson, I've read your entire file. After your wife passed, you lost your prior position and have worked 3 jobs for 18 months to survive. You're trying to rebuild. He quietly admitted, I know I broke the law. I'm not asking for special treatment, just a chance to make this right without destroying my kids' lives, I decided. 17 citations consolidated. Total fine $6,800. Payable via 200 hours of community service at $25 $5, 00 offset. And the remainder in $50 monthly installments for 3 years, no interest. License suspension stayed during service completion. You understand? I asked. Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I won't let you down. Don't thank me yet. The work is ahead. Your kids are watching. Show them how to rise after being knocked down. In the weeks that followed, Marcus received support. Lunches at the community center, job placement guidance, financial oversight. 3 weeks later, he wrote to me. He had an interview at a bank and his kids helped pick out his tie. Months later, he completed 200 hours of service, paid ahead on installments, and shared photos of the renovated children's room at the community center. The room Emma helped design, the story rippled outward. Others in the neighborhood volunteered. A restorative justice traffic program was established. Families stayed together. Community spaces were improved. Taxpayer costs decreased. Marcus Thompson became a mentor. He demonstrated that accountability, paired with opportunity, transforms lives. Emma aspires to be a judge. James thrives in school. Both understand that responsibility and transformation are the lessons. At the 5-year celebration, the children's reading room was named the Thompson Family Learning Center. Watching kids read, I reflected. Had I followed procedure without thought, these children might have faced trauma instead of thriving. Marcus walked in expecting punishment. Instead, he received justice, a system that acknowledged harm, demanded accountability, and built pathways forward. That brown paper bag, those 200 hours, and the choices made in that courtroom weren't just about fines. They were about creating a future where mistakes become lessons and opportunities multiply. Marcus Thompson didn't just take the chance he was given. He amplified it for everyone around him.